Anthropic just shipped a Claude in Slack and called it meeting you where you already work. Except 95% of small businesses don't work in Slack. They work in WhatsApp, Telegram, and Gmail. If you're a solopreneur or a 1 to 10-person team, this launch is not for you, and I'll show you the exact 4-part recipe to build the same thing in your actual messenger for under $12 a month. Most takes will call this a Slack integration story. It's really a positioning story about who Anthropic is building for. I'm Lazar. I run this pattern daily on my home server. Let's get into what actually shipped. Here's what Anthropic announced. You can tag a Claude inside a Slack channel or thread, and it reads the context of that conversation, does work asynchronously, and posts back. It has memory of the channel. It can pull from connected apps. It's positioned as, quote, tag Claude in right where you already work. It's available on Slack Team and Enterprise plans. That's the launch. Now the part nobody in the launch coverage will say out loud. Slack's own reported numbers put it around 35 to 40 million weekly active users globally. That sounds big until you look at where small businesses actually live. WhatsApp is over 2 billion users. Telegram is over 900 million. Gmail is 8 billion. In the 1 to 10-person business segment. Slack penetration is in the single digits in most markets outside US tech. In Europe, in Latin America, across most of Asia, small teams coordinate on WhatsApp groups and Telegram channels. They run their pipeline out of Gmail. They don't have a Slack workspace, and they're not about to buy one at $15 per user per month just to add a Claude on top. So what did Anthropic actually ship? They shipped an enterprise distribution deal dressed up as a product launch. Slack is where the annual contract's live. That's a rational business decision for Anthropic. It's just not a solution for the 95% of small businesses running on consumer messengers. Here's the thing. The pattern they productized is trivial to replicate. I've been running it in Telegram for months across 3 different agent projects on my home server. Mention the bot in a group. It reads the last N messages for context, hits the Claude API, writes back to the same thread with memory of what came before. Total infrastructure cost last month, under $12 in API calls, 0 seat fees, 0 Slack. The recipe is 4 parts and you can copy it into any messenger that exposes a bot API. Part 1, the messenger webhook. Telegram gives you this for free. WhatsApp Business API gives you this. Even Gmail, with a filter and a pub/sub push, gives you this. Something needs to fire when a message arrives that mentions your bot. Part 2, a context store, SQLite on disk. 1 table, thread ID and message history. When the mention fires, you pull the last 20 messages from that thread so the model has the same context a human would. Part 3, the Claude API call. System prompt describes the bot's job. User prompt is the thread context plus the new message. That's it. Part 4, reply back to the same thread using the messenger's send message endpoint. Total code, 3 files, maybe 200 lines. Runs on a $10 VPS or a home server. Now, why this matters for you as a founder or operator? The lesson is not that Slack integration is bad. The lesson is that when a big AI company ships a workflow-native product, they ship it for the platform where their buyers already pay. Your buyers, your team, your clients. They're not on that platform, so you have 2 choices. Wait for Anthropic or OpenAI to ship the WhatsApp version, which they won't because there's no enterprise contract in it. Or build the primitive yourself because the API is public, the messenger webhooks are public, and the entire moat is knowing your own workflow well enough to wire it up. Here's your 1 practical takeaway for this week. Pick the messenger your team actually uses. Open the bot API docs. Register a bot. Set up 1 webhook that logs every message mentioning the bot into a SQLite file. That's it. Don't wire up Claude yet. Just prove you can capture the trigger and the context. That single step is 80% of the work and it costs $0. If your team runs on Telegram, WhatsApp, or Gmail instead of Slack, that's exactly what we build. Same mention-triggered agent pattern, your messenger, your data, flat monthly cost, no per-seat tax. See real examples of what we ship for clients at BizflowAI.io. Hit subscribe and ring the bell so the next AI news breakdown for operators finds you. And if you've got a workflow you want automated, book a free 30-minute discovery call at BizflowAI.io.